It was a day of deep conversations on both advocacy leaders and stakeholders gathered for the 2025 International Boychild Summit. The theme this year, Redefining Masculinity, Boys to Wholesome Men, set the tone for what many described as a necessary push to give the boy child a fairer share of attention.
It was a day of deep conversations and broad advocacy in Lagos. Our stakeholders gathered for the 2025 International Boychild Summit. The theme this year, Redefining Masculinity, Boys to Wholesome Men, set the tone for what many describe as a necessary push to give the boy child a fairer share of attention.
Saying, oh, Solomon, I like the work you're doing, how can I be a part of it? But they then come back and say, well, I'm not even a great guy. I'm not like that. The thing is, what boys need from you is your vulnerability.
The summit held at the Elevation Church Pistis Hall put together parents, educators, youth advocates and policy influencers, all united by one goal: to highlight and tackle the unique challenges faced by boys in today's society. Convening of the summit, Solomon Ayodele didn't hold back. He said while girl-focused advocacy has made great strides, the boy child is now being left behind, and it's time to level the field.
I want a case of commercialization of the boy child conversation, right? When it then becomes a thing of let's celebrate the day of the boys, it then becomes a case of merchandise. People started creating coaching program from the boy child. But the reality is the future of our continent, the future of the world is dependent on this conversation, because the truth is you teach the girls how to talk, how to walk, how to move, how to dress, but no one is paying attention to the boys. So the inevitability of this conversation is not a thing of celebration or recognition. It's a thing of paying cultural attention to and institutional support.
Also lending a voice was the chairman of the occasion, Dr. Ruby Omudui, who emphasized that when people ignore the emotional and developmental needs of boys, society suffers in the long run.
International Day of the Boy Child, a day that's dedicated to recognizing the unique challenges that boys face and celebrating the positive contributions that they make to their families and to their communities. This day reminds us that nurturing the well-being of boys is essential for building an inclusive society.
Keynote speaker Kola Oyeni touched on the importance of mentorship and teaching boys the power of wise decision-making and accountability, traits he believes are often overlooked in traditional masculinity narratives. The summit wasn't all talk. There were panel discussions, breakout sessions, and mentoring activities, all designed to give boys the tools they need to discover purpose and build character. One parent who spoke to Plus TV expressed concerns about how societal focus often overlooks the boy child.
The first ingredient that young men need to have is first to understand that regardless of what your parents did or what your parents did not do, you're responsible for the choices that you make in life. That mentality and mindset of choices, that there is sum total of the choices that they make in life. Like I was saying during the keynote session, we are a product of the sum total of our choices, not the product of the sum total of the chances that we take.
Speaks a lot to what happens in culture, what happens a lot with gender segmentation and segregation. We are doing a disservice by not making it bigger, by not focusing. If we're going to focus that much on women, we should also focus that much on boys. And we should be very intentional about how we are raising boys, bringing them up, and the focus that we have on their inputs and their future.
As the summit wrapped up, the call to action was clear. If we truly want balanced, progressive societies, then it's time to invest equally in the development of boys and girls. From Lagos, Emmanuel Olubobokun reporting for Plus TV Africa.
Hello, hope you enjoyed the news. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to hit the notification button so you get notified about fresh news updates.